to Queendom Tarot. I'm Ninti. Thank you to all of my new subscribers, new viewers. Thank you so much for the love. And I'm sending you the wonderful love back. Thank you so much. But this is going to be the full moon reading. The full moon is in Libra. It is the pink moon. So just some general energy information about what this full moon is about. With it being in Libra, it's about fairness and balance in the world and your personal relationships. So that is going to be at the forefront. You know, with it being pink, of course, we know love and compassion. You know, Venus is present. So that's definitely love. And with Uranus is also going to have an impact, which is the planet of change. So changes in your personal relationships, love, justice, fairness, equality. That's the overall energy that we are feeling currently right now in this full moon period. But I did want to take a look at the divine masculine and divine feminine just to see the overall current energy during this full moon period. And that's basically what I'm going to do. I should have started off with an angel guidance card because definitely need some guidance from the angels. So I definitely pull one of those as well, first and foremost. Something is telling me to get one for each. So I'm going to pull one for each. One for the divine masculine and one for the divine feminine. So divine feminine first. We're going to see what guidance we have from the angels. Blessing in disguise. So something is a blessing in disguise. And for the divine masculine, we have change in direction. Okay, so that is the energy we have. So blessing in disguise for the divine feminine. Let us see what is on our minds when it comes to this full moon period. Like I said, change. The words I've been seeing is change. I'm also going to leave a link in the description box. I ran across a great article that broke it down per Zodiac. You know, how the full moon is going to affect you. So look in the description box and there's going to be a link there, because I think that would be something good to, you know, just to get some individual, you know, idea of how it's going to involve your zodiac sign. Cards are all mixed up here. But yeah, so check that link down below. The divine feminines. Magician, blessing in disguise with the magician. All right, I'm going to pull just one of these Morris Oracle cards. Oh, these flipped, 3 flipped over. For the divine masculine. So they are the Hermit, the 8 of Water, and the 8 of Air. So, yeah, that concerns me, but we're going to see. We're going to go a little bit into this. Just dive right in. Blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem, excuse me, what appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. And we have that, like I said, clarified by the magician. And something that, you know, I noticed in this magician card is this little woman right here. It's crouched right here. So, you know, we're trying to manifest our future. We're trying to manifest our life and how we see it. That is basically at the forefront. I think a lot of us are dealing with things that have been, you know, that's coming and looking and appear to be challenges. But it is given, you know, us the time. For me personally, you know, just, you know, I looked at it one particular way, you know, that, okay, I'm going through this healing and all of this, but it has given me the time to sit down and go into solitude and to do a lot of mental healing, spiritual healing, and connect with the Most High that I've needed to rejuvenate myself. So, something that looked like a loss was actually a blessing. So, that's the energy I feel behind the blessings in disguise. I also got some current energy. I know you guys have been hearing about this, the karmic definitely being out there, excuse me, working magic and that kind of thing. So I did see that earlier this week. And maybe the information I got from that was definitely a blessing in disguise. But him, we have change in direction from him, okay? The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. I definitely feel like that energy with a lot of our divine masculines, and like they are complete newborns when it comes to love. Like this is new, really new. Like they don't know what to do, And that's the sense I'm getting off these other cards, because we have the Eight of Air, and the energy I get from the Eight of Air is like something is slipping away. The feathers are slipping away from her. She can't reach them. And then we have the Eight of Water, which is about disappointment and regret, leaving your troubles and stuff in the past. And we have the Hermit card. So being in seclusion, closing themselves off from the world. So, during this full moon period, the divine masculine can definitely go into solitude. They can go into hermit mode because they're dealing with their emotions of this disappointment and regret, and this feeling of losing everything, of things falling out of their hands, having something but then losing it. I think a lot of them are dealing with that emotion. A lot of them. Just some more energy on what's going on. This full moon. Also got some other energy. This is the time to cleanse and detoxify. The energy was definitely there. I did some pre-tapping in energy, but the energy of cleansing and detoxifying is there on both ends. But let's see, the blessing in disguise about this magician. We need more information about that, divine feminines. Let's see what we're getting here. Happiness, boundaries. Take all of these. Came to be 6 cards total. So we have the Delight card. That's being clarified by boundaries. That's being clarified by pleasure. So I feel that definitely the divine feminine has put up boundaries and walls, because she's trying to be in this place of happiness and joy, and this hasn't been the most joyful, pleasurable situation. So, there's some boundaries, that I think that she's putting up to protect herself, because she does not want to get caught up in any negative energy anymore. We have Delight, illusion, clarified by illusion. We have balance. So the boundaries, I guess, will create or can create balance and Ace realization of pleasure. I think we realize what, truly makes us happy. There's a realization, of, the illusions. And I think that is, created balance, and also the need for us to put up boundaries. That's this realization of the illusion. So after the realization of the illusion, we have to balance ourselves and put up boundaries, because we want to maintain our happiness and our pleasure that we're feeling right now. And I do feel like this is a blessing in disguise, because it is giving us the time to manifest our reality. It is giving us a chance to create the life that we want. you know. So, you know, this time apart, you know, I feel these boundaries. It's actually a blessing in disguise is what I'm getting. You know, protection, you know. On his side, let's see, guys. Looks like he's definitely waiting, trying to be patient for things to work out. Patience for some type of communication so that possibly he can express his change in direction and the conflicts within this, and possibly expression of his fear of love. Oh my God. Oh, love under the deck. So yeah, I feel that he is being very patient. You know, he's being patient, you know, possibly working, doing whatever, 11, doing what he loves, because, you know, he's having patience for this conversation, but he's fearful of this conversation as well, and this conflict, because he's fearful, you know, that there's going to be some type of conflict with the maiden of passion. Just doesn't know what to expect. He doesn't know what to expect. He's afraid to express himself, you know, and he's being patient, you know, and he's trying to work out conflict with himself. You know, like I said, I feel like it's taken him into solitude, of letting go of things, and feeling like he's losing it all. You know, and I guess that's leaving him in a place of fear and conflict. But that is the energy that I'm feeling from both right now. Just as far as, you know, the energy over here is like pleasure, delight with the divine feminine. You know, the energy over here is fear and conflict and disappointment and regret. It is very heavy on this side. In the middle, we have love. So it seems that the divine masculine is having a hard time dealing with this. Like, a lot of them are having a really hard time dealing with this. The fear is so great. The fear of what? I have got to go to the higher power. The divine masculine has got to go to God and ask God for strength, ask God for courage. He's got to tap into that power so that he can walk in strength and get rid of this fear, because he's looking to do it on his own. You know, that's why he's fearful, because he's looking to do this on his own, and he's got to realize you're not going to be able to do this on your own. You're going to have to call on the Most High. You're going to have to call on a higher power to give you the courage, to give you the words, to give you whatever you need. You know, pray to just open your mouth and for God to come through and say what needs to be said or do what needs to be done. You know, but I think the divine masculines are trying to do this on their own, and they're not doing well with it. On our side, the King of Pentacles. It's this communication on both ends. Oh my gosh, this communication. Oh my gosh. It's working hard. That's one thing, you know, which comes up a lot in the divine masculine. A lot of them are workaholics, and they try to work through everything. You know, that's their answer. Work. I don't have to feel. I don't have to think. Just work, 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 work. You know, feeling of being patient, you know, and betrayed and withdrawal. Like, there's the Hermit again. So the Hermit card twice on the Divine Masculine. So definitely withdrawing from the world. There's some possible conflict at work. There is this pause and assessment period for this love. But yeah, I mean, she's worried about the conversation. He's worried about the conversation. This is her thinking about the conversation. This is us, but y'all know it is. Up at night thinking how this gonna play out. Just swords. Just all up in the head. Thinking. What you gonna say? How it's gonna be said. And this is him when it comes to expression. Fear. So, his fear of expression is making him withdraw, you know, pretty much from the world. He's definitely being patient because he knows there has been some betrayal with the main of passion. So he knows it's going to require patience. And like I said, he's just working, trying to deal with this conflict. You know, he's trying to work through it through work. It's what I'm seeing. Yeah, guys, that is what I see right now. I'm going to pull one more Clarify with a Secret Tarot. And no, it's not a Secret Tarot deck. And then just some intimate energy, full moon, sexual energy, see what's out there for 18 and up. All right. I've been thinking about doing some intimates. Thinking today, doing some more intimate readings. You know, might put on some intimates. Thought about a little setup I could do, make it dark, you know. Candles. Might do intimate Fridays or something where it's just a completely sexual read. Thought about that, crossed my mind today. We'll see. But yeah. Whew. Happy, the whole thought of the King of Pentacles, you know, has us in a place of delight, and moving forward. Like, because we know that's there. Like, we know that's there. We know that King of Pentacles is there. We know that it's going to manifest, whether it's going to be through our Divine Masculine or whether it's going to manifest and be brought through someone else. We know that King of Pentacles is there. And we are moving towards that. You know, we're going to keep towards that until we get that. And that's just the energy that I feel. There is a balance. We have the Temperance that's, that is clarifying balance. So, trying to find some balance between this worry and setting boundaries. You know, because you set boundaries and then you worry. You know, it's like you put up boundaries to protect yourself and then you stay up all night worrying. Like, it's sort of kind of on two different opposite ends, you know. So it does, that energy has to be balanced out. You know, if you're going to put up the wall, you got to be at peace with it, you know, and you can't worry about it. You got to let the worrying go. So yeah, a balance of that. Bring yourself balance, you know, balancements between taking the stand and setting the boundaries that you have to, and not worrying about it. And knowing that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Okay. So realization of, you know, true happiness, you know, and who we love, you know, and what we're looking for. The realization of what we truly, honestly are looking for that will make us happy, that will bring us this pleasure. I think we're clear on that. You know, we're clear on that. We're not clear on like a person. We're not stuck on a person set. It's got to be that person. If that person does not bring us this pleasure, this joy, this happiness that we're looking for, then it's not that person. That's where we are. If that person doesn't make me happy, if that person doesn't bring fulfillment and pleasure in my life, then, you know, it's got to go. I can't waste we can't waste our time for nothing, you know. Head, clarification. Conflict, working, Queen of Pentacles. So he's definitely trying to work hard, double time, possibly 2 jobs, to deal with some type of conflict between Queen of Pentacles, whether that is us, you know, or if there is some other type of motherly homemaker kind of figure in his life as well, you know. This could be someone else, but this definitely could be the conflict between, you know, making it work with us as well. So he's definitely having patience, you know, with the endings and the beginnings. He's having patience for this, you know, for the ending and for something new to start, because he knows there's been betrayal. He knows that he really doesn't have a leg to stand on, you know. So he knows there's only so much that he can say. And, you know, we have him withdrawing. He's afraid to withdraw, and he is, that's clarified by the King of Cups. But let me tell you something about the King of Cups in this deck. And something else that I just ran across when I was reading the horoscopes. Well, to see how each sign was be affected by the full moon. And this is, I'm feeling this energy from this card. But the King of, if you don't notice, the King of Cups here is slunched over. Doesn't he look intoxicated to you? You know, he's had a few drinks. Okay. I just don't want divine masculines to go into this hermit mode, to be fearful and to get self-destructive and to start self-medicating is the word that was used, you know, to try to deal with this through alcohol, drugs, any type of drug, sex, or whatever. It doesn't numb the pain. The pain never goes anywhere. This is not going to take the pain away. What's going to take the pain away? Is opening your mouth, divine masculines. Open your mouth to speak. Don't open your mouth to put destructive things in it. You know, or other parts of your body to put bad things in your nose, or bad things in your mouth, or bad things in your veins, or bad things in your whatever. Okay. Brothers, y'all know I get upset when I start seeing stuff like that. I get upset. I get upset. I don't want y'all out there doing that. Come on now. This is not the time to be doing that. That's not the time to be doing that. This is not the time to be doing that. It's time to do something different. It's time to not try to numb the pain. Face the pain. Deal with the pain. Release the pain. Let it go. Make a change. Stop pushing it down. Stop ignoring it. Stop trying to cover it up. Because you keep just carrying this heavy ass load of emotions to one relationship to the next, to the next. You can't keep carrying all this shit, divine masculines. Y'all are going to have to release. Please find a way to release and stop holding on to things and people and emotions. You know, one of the biggest healing things I had to do, it was deep. This is, I'm going to share. See this? Well, I don't have a podcast, so if y'all don't want to listen, just skip on to the next, you know, when you see me pull up the love cards. But I'll be dealing out the love cards as I'm telling the story. Well, the sex cards. But one of the biggest healings I had to do was dealing with slavery and the whole heavy emotions I had and anger and pain and all that stuff I was carrying for, you know. And I realized, I'm like, why am I carrying all this pain and this anger for something that happened so long ago? This didn't happen to me. Nobody beat me. Nobody choked me. I can acknowledge what happened to my ancestors, but I don't have to carry the emotions and the pain as if it happened to me. Okay, so I had to do a lot of releasing work when it came to that. So my thing is, you cannot carry shit that happened 10 years ago that's not happening today. Is that happening today? Is somebody doing that to you today? Could they ever do that to you today? Would they ever think about possibly trying to do that to you today? Probably not. So you're carrying a pain and emotion from a past time to the current moment. And that emotion is not relevant to now. And I think that's a lot of things that happened between me and my divine masculine. Is he was carrying emotions from this situation over to me. Where I'm not the person that did that to you or said that to you or whatever, but I'm getting the blowback. I'm getting all the negative energy as if I was the one that did all this stuff to you. And I hadn't done nothing to you. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we have to learn, to let stuff go, because you end up putting stuff on people that's not even theirs to carry. And that's not fair. It's not fair to put stuff on people that don't deserve it. That's why it's important for you to heal and to let things go and to leave things in the past. You can't carry stuff from an old relationship. You got to heal from that before you go into something new. Because you don't want to begin to talk to this person and treat this new person like you treated the old person, when that could be a totally different vibration. And you're trying to bring that vibration up. It just that, and that's exactly what happened. He was trying to bring that low level vibration to me that he was getting from over there. And it just don't work. All right, let's get some sex cards, guys. I hope you got something from that. Divine Feminine. Those are a lot of cards, so this is what I'm going to do. That is how we will do this. Okay. Joining energy. Full moon energy. And this card, ironically, look at this card under the deck. Look at the background. Can you see the full moon? Okay. So confirmation. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't. This man has written letter after letter after letter. He's balled them up. He's frustrated. He doesn't know how to express himself. He doesn't know what to say. The Knight of Wands. So he doesn't know how to express his desire for this, his want for this. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know how to express his want and desire for this passionate, free, intense love. All right. On our minds, well, on our sexual side, in our sexuality. We know we're being watched. She's not the best looking chick, but to me, I just look, maybe she's been crying. Maybe that's why her eyes are red. She's been crying. We'll give that to her. But she knows she's being watched. And she knows he wants to apologize. She knows it. Yeah, I like to look for deeper messages. I feel like, I mean, there's been some tying up. There's been some tying up play, and that's the ecstasy after, So just this freedom without bondage, this freedom without feeling bonded, but connected and intertwined. Look how their legs are all intertwined and intertangled, Queen of Cups. It's just it's a sense of knowing. I feel it's a sense of knowing our sexual power. That's just what I feel from this card. I feel divine feminines are well aware of their sexual power. What word came to me thinking about that the other night? Oh my gosh, it was divine feminines poo nanny is magically delicious. Divine feminines poo nanny is magically delicious. Okay? But yeah, I thought about that. I was laying up in bed, just dirty thoughts, alone in bed. But I said I was going to share that to my divine feminines out there, my queens and goddesses. Just know what we're working with. So that's just a sense. She knows she's being watched. She knows he wants to apologize. She knows her sexual essence. I think she wants, might want some bondage. We might want, she's down for that, obviously. Obviously, she's down that. I don't know about feminists, y'all down for that, whatever, but she's down for that, But yeah, okay. Whew. Which is good. We have the Queen of Pentacles on our side, and we got the King of Pentacles on his side. So we have the pairs here definitely represented. So he definitely wants this submissive nature. He definitely wants to dominate. I don't, like I said, but what I see over here, it doesn't seem that it would be a problem with her. She seems to be happily content after being tied up. And who knows what done to her, So, yeah, she seems to be happy and content and cooperative. So, yeah, he's definitely looking for the opportunity and chance for her to be submissive to him. I really don't know what to feel on this. I'm assuming that's the karmic. I'm assuming that there is another woman that knows about his love and desire for us. Who's looking on from the sidelines. I feel like this is a wife type person in the back. Somebody, maybe wanted to be a wife, widow, ex. This card that I always talk about, here's that attachment. Like I said again, a situation where I feel you know, that there's a baby, there's a child that's bonding them, that's tying them up. I think that's pretty obvious. That's pretty obvious. But he knows his bondage to this person with this child is leaving the divine feminine left out in the cold. Because that is, I feel this is the divine feminine, and that is him in the karmic. Right there. Or vice versa. Or that is going to be the karmic once he unites with the divine feminine. That is what I feel. I feel on our side sexually, you know, we definitely know that we're being watched. We are expecting him to apologize, and that he's willing to apologize. We do understand our sexual energy, how to utilize that. But we want something that is free, and that's not, you know, we like to play. We're experimental. We're open. I think that that card is like, you know, we're open to try things. How far people will go is how far people will not. You know, I got limits. I got limits. It's not, you know, I got limits. I think all of us divine feminine have limits. But at the same time, you know, have to have some level of openness and boundaries as a balance. He's definitely looking forward to putting her being in a submissive position. I mean, I definitely feel like on his mind sexually, I feel like he wants to be with the divine feminine. He wants her to submit to him. He knows he wants this beautiful experience with her. But he knows this karmic, this baby mother, you know, that's trying to hold on to him for dear life, is making the divine feminine be left out in the cold, kind of thing. But it won't be for long. It won't be for long. It won't be for long. Time is ticking, guys. Time is ticking. And I hate to say that because it's like, it sounds like it's a time, an actual time, date, and time. Like, it's time. No one knows the time or date. We can just feel the tension. You know, we can feel the pressure being put on. You know, you can feel the vortex closing. You know, you can feel it. Everybody feels it. Everybody feels it. So, you know, it's going to go one way or another. You know, sooner or later, we're going to either be in it or we're going to be out of it. Okay? Peace and love to the family. I wish you the best. Don't be discouraged by this time apart still. I just don't feel everything has been resolved. That's what I'm getting, like, you know, right now, even though we feel the time is coming, it's not ready. And I hope it can be ready, you know, when the buzzer sounds, but it's not ready yet. In the meantime, one of Iyanla Vanzant's, I love Iyanla Vanzant. Oh my God, this is so long. I love Iyanla Vanzant. She's got a great book, In the Meantime, and she talks about what you do in the meantime, you know. So sometimes her whole thing is, you know, you got something cooking over in the crock pot. You got to wait a long time for it to cook and all this stuff here to get together. You might need a snack. So the divine feminines might need a snack. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that later. I'll put some cards on that to see if we're going to need a snack. Okay? This is going to take so long. We need a snack. All right. Peace and love to the family. Until next time. Oh, like, share, subscribe. Definitely hit the subscribe button. Become a part of the Queendom family. Peace and love.